What's going on today, Maureen? Today is a busy day, sourdough Saturday, so I'm baking bread for the customers that have ordered. And as well, I've got some last picking to do of the kiwi, and also I need to go do some picking of our hot jalapeno peppers. Look at how gorgeous that looks. One of the things that I have learned with cooking in my Forno oven is that I need to make sure I have rice flour on the bottom of the dough. And then I also need to make sure that I put rice flour because the oven gets so hot that it will blister parts of the bread. Now I've done a small cut in the center, and then I'm going to go back out in about 3 minutes to continue the cut, just so that it'll make the ear. I've never been able to get the ear to actually flip up nicely. All right, we're at the 3 minutes. Let's go have a look. Oh, look at them babies. They look beautiful. I bring a serrated knife because it's a lot longer in the handle than just the actual knife. Oh, they just puffed up beautifully. Give it a little flip. Because we're sitting at about 600 degrees right now. He's hot. And of course, when I start seeing browning like that, I actually like to, already give it, well, mind you, it's going to be on the other side. But if I was putting it back in the same, then I would actually turn it around. But we'll come back in about 3 minutes. And we've got our next 3 minutes. Oh, look at them, they look good. The oven is super duper hot today. So this is where I do turn them around. Because that's getting good and cooked. It's been a huge learning curve for me to learn how to cook with this oven. Oh, that's gorgeous. But see, not really nice ears, but the bread still tastes delicious. I also check the bottoms to see how they're doing. Yeah, so the bottoms aren't getting cooked as quickly. So now for the next one, I leave it open because that's when those blisters will take place on top of the bread. So this allows the heat to actually heat from the bottom up. Yes, there is a stone in there, and I find that I can cook 2 batches of bread on the stone, and then we start seeing some scorching, and then it's just game over. This way, with putting it on the cookie sheet, I can control it better. And if the bottoms start to cook too quickly, then I'll actually put the rack in and lift them up. But leaving the door open is going to allow the bottoms to cook and not the tops to get scorched. Another 3 minutes. Okay, I think I did 4 minutes because I got busy with some other stuff. So it looks like we do need to do a changeover. Bottoms could just stay just a little bit longer. So again, doing another little turn. There's a lot of crash boom banging. This guy's getting browner, so we'll slide him over. A few more minutes, and then our bread should be done. Our 2 minutes is up. Time to take out the bread. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? First 2 done. Now I have to rinse and repeat. So I'm standing here waiting for the bread, and a chicken just flew up onto my shoulder.
Are you my Sadie? You my Sadie?
Oh, that's a treat. Do you have a treat? No, it's a camera. I think it's just crazy that, I'm standing here and she just flew up from behind, grabbed on, as she was going, and up on my shoulder. Okay, I'll just stand up here, Maureen.
So that's what she did as a baby.
Yep.
You still a baby chicken? You want to be a baby chicken?
So I'm on the last set. There was a lot to be done today. As I said, I've got some kiwis to pick, some peppers to pick. My son Josiah, one of the jobs that he recently did, a tree had fallen down because we had, one of these, I don't know, hurricane bombs or something. Oh, a bomb cyclone, that's what it is. I've never heard of it before. And so there were some trees that had gone down. So in his job, he does the cleanup and whatnot. He was able to get a whole bunch of beautiful oak logs. And so we are going to be bringing them out onto the deck. So that's another thing that we're going to get done today. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Some gorgeous logs. And it's free. As I said, it's been a busy Saturday for me. Last week I posted my final tour of the urban property and of course my garden away from home. No, I still haven't gotten out there because I haven't ordered the boots yet. I'm working on ordering those boots so that I can trudge through the water and get it cleaned up and get the coffee sacks on it. But while I'm in here, I need to pick our peppers because there are lots of ripe ones happening here right now. I don't know if our jalapenos are ready. No, doesn't look like it. No jalapenos are ready, which is fine. I don't know if you're gonna make it, little plant. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was getting the yard put to bed and getting all these things done. We move into the indoors and life indoors. And of course, the content changes as we go through the year because I'm not really growing. I am continuing to bake my bread and deal with chickens. Oh, yeah, right. That's the other thing that is happening today is that Dottie, she was limping this past week, but she's moving real slow. And then, of course, Mrs. Higgins, which those two chickens, they were both in my house over the last few months while they were recovering from whatever they had. But the vet is coming today to look at Mrs. Higgins because I noticed that at her oil gland in the back, there is some swelling and she hasn't really recovered from when she was sick before. And so I'm having the vet come today. So that's another thing I got to get done. But, okay, you guys are done. And this plant is done. So he can go outside because you're not going to grow. But I have to get into the back there. That's the difficult thing is getting these peppers moved so that I can reach into the back. So anyway, in December, I was hearing a lot of content creators talk about Vlogmas. I've heard it last year and it was like, okay, what is Vlogmas? And Vlogmas is where you're doing a video every day leading up to Christmas. So it would be, 25 days of videos. Or some people, they do just the 12 days of Christmas. No, I'm not that crazy. I can't see myself doing 25 days every single day of video. No. No. Seriously, no. And so I figured that I would do 12 days. So I'm going to do all on the odd days for this. So it will be the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and so on. So I am hoping that you all will join me in watching what I've got for Vlogmas coming up. I think with Vlogmas, it is mostly Christmas themed. And so that's where I'm kind of taking it as I'm going to, do up some things that will be more focused on Christmas, different events that we're going to and being a part of. I will videotape some of it, perhaps maybe even a little piece of my Christmas concert, maybe, because it's not easy to be the performer and the videographer when you're doing stuff like that, kind of. So I'm gearing up this as a challenge because it isn't something that I normally do. Most of the time, I try to get one video out on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time released. And then as well, I try to, lost my, oh, there he is. And then for the rest of the week, you know, I like to post at least one short, or lately I've been able to get about 3 shorts in, and that's brought a lot of you into my Diva in the Dirt world. So I do really appreciate you finding me and hanging out with me. Got to see these little hot peppers. Look at those babies. These are Caribbean red hot peppers. We did have them in our salsa and they weren't super hot. We did it in our fermented salsa, so that could be why, but anyway, got a nice little handful of those. One of the challenges I feel that I will face doing a video every second day. First, of course, getting the footage, and then all the editing that has to get done. And so I feel that that's going to be a challenge. So I will let you know that I preemptively recorded 3 Vlogmas videos. So they will be coming out December 1st and 3rd and 5th. So that kind of buys me a little week. So I'm strategically trying to do this. But as I'm going along, I will probably have moments where, you know, the editing is going to take me a little longer and the video has to get out. That, I think, is going to be the biggest challenge. So I am going to try to be preemptive and be on top of it. But there's some things that it just might be what it is. So it could be that not as much editing gets put on to the video. I got a lot of cayenne on this one. This cayenne pepper is just so delicious. And I dehydrate it and then I grind it all up and put it in shakers so that we can use it for our food. So I hope that you will join me on this adventure of taking on Vlogmas for December, and that you'll cheer me on and that it won't be too chaotic and frantic, because I have my own, you know, Christmas events to plan for with my family, which some of those, you know, you might get to see a little bit of what we do about within our Christmas. And then I also have these Christmas gigs, like I said, so that's another, you know, thing to add on to my plate. Trying to do 12 videos will be very exciting for me, or very nerve-wracking. It could be either or. All these peppers need some water as well. Almost red, but some of them are turning orange, so we're just gonna bring them on in. I'm getting quite a lovely bowl of peppers. I have just a couple of more peppers to do. I think there's the Tabasco and there's another cayenne over there. I will finish up here and let you get on with your day. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you in Vlogmas next month, starting December 1st. Until then, take care and God bless. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in that storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.